Now that you have a good understanding of what a FITT plan is, I'm going to walk you through the steps to make your own FITT plan. Now, this is just a reminder of what FITT stands for. So it's FITT, frequency, intensity, time, and type. So this is an example of what your plan could look like. This is one that I did up. You can see that I'm using online Word, and we've already talked about how to make a table on online Word. But yeah, you can use whatever you like. You can even do it with a pen and pencil on a piece of paper if you like. We're just going to go over some of the things that you need to have on your plan. Because it's based on the FITT principle, F-I-T-T, we need all of those elements on here. So you can see I've got the F, which is frequency, the I, intensity, and then the two T's, type and time. So I've got the FITT components on there. And then I've also added this other column here, which says component of fitness. For this assignment, you also need to say what component of fitness each activity is touching on. If you're not sure what the components of fitness are, you might have to go way back to the first assignment in this unit, and there's a video that explains what the components are. And so you can do a review and refresh your memory. Let's go through these different columns and take a look at what I've done just as an example. So the first column is frequency, and that just means how often you're doing something. So I put the dates down here. The first one is October 18th. With each of these activities, since I'm doing a plan for 2 weeks, I won't just do it once and then drop it. I'll do something like probably every second day, I'll do the same activities. And in this case, that's what I'm planning on. So on October 18th, you can see here that I'm doing a walk and yoga, and I'd like to do that every second day. So my frequency would be every second day. The cool thing about doing this digitally is I can just do copy and paste. Oh, I have to use my hotkeys for that. Let's go back here, paste, there we go. So you can see that I've got that for every second day now, and I just go down my chart and keep doing copy and paste, copy and paste. So every second day I'm doing that walk and yoga. So my frequency would be every second day. The time is just how long you're doing that for on those days. So you can see that I've got an 8:30 to 9 o'clock slot. That's 30 minutes. So my time is 30 minutes. And then I've got a 4:30 to 4:50 slot. So that's 20 minutes. So that's my time. For type and intensity, I actually put those two together because I think they go naturally together. And I'll show you what I mean. So the type of activity that I'm doing is walking. And the intensity just says whether I'm going for a light walk, a slow walk, or a fast walk. So I put down fast. So the intensity is fast, the type is walk, so I put down fast walk. Same for yoga. I've got the type, yoga, and the intensity, light. For the component of fitness, for the walk, if I'm super serious about walking, I might work on one skill related to walking. But in this case, I'm walking just to build up my cardio. So I put cardio as the component of fitness. And again, you can look back on that video on the first lesson in this unit, and it'll have all the components of fitness, and you just pick which one goes with your activity, what you're working on. With light yoga, again, if I'm super into yoga, I might be focusing on one skill in yoga. In this case, I'm working on flexibility. So I put flexibility. So this is an example of what your workout plan for 2 weeks could look like, and you'd fill in all these spaces. You would want to mix it up a bit, so make sure that you're not working on the same thing every day. So I put this for every second day. On these in-between days, like October 19th, I would pick a different activity that would work on some other aspect of fitness that I want to improve on. And now for the rules. Here we go. So your FITT plan needs to cover a period of 2 weeks. So in other words, you're going to actually do your plan for a 2-week period, 14 days. There's a lot of different opinions on how much you should be exercising per day. So if you go on the internet, some people say 20 minutes a day is a good amount. Some say 60 minutes a day is a good amount. So we're going to use that as a range, 20 minutes a day at least. And then if you want to go up to 60 minutes a day or more, that's fine too. So somewhere between 20 and 60 minutes per day. The next one is it must include the FITT principle. So FITT, so your frequency, intensity, time, and type. And you also need to say what component of fitness you're touching on. And the last thing is you need to just do it. So in other words, we're not just making this plan, you actually need to do your plan. So you need to write up your plan and then implement it for a 2-week period. If we just make up the plan, it's words on a page. Actually doing it is where we're going to see that positive change.